Hey guys, I'm Technically Lou, and let's talk about Hunt Showdown. It's coming out for next-gen consoles and kind of basically like a relaunch, maybe like almost Hunt Showdown 2, but not quite. Anyway, let's take a look at all the improvements and the news that's coming to console and what's happening. Let's dive in. Alright, so yes, the news is it's coming to console, which has been kind of known for a while now, but I'm just really slow to get to that news because I've been busy with other stuff. Anyway, so we've got a new map called Mammon's Gulch, various gameplay improvements, visual improvements for graphics, we have audio improvements and a UI overhaul. There's quite a lot here to go over, so stick with me as I run through it all. Let's go. Hunt Showdown is back. Alright, first things first, I am absolutely glistening because it is so damn hot right now and I am sweating from things I didn't know I even had. So that, just to address that right off the bat, I know the light's too close, it's making it all shiny, it's horrible, I apologise. Let's move on now to what you're really here for, Hunt Showdown. I've also got a bit of a bum cheek shadow going on here. Anyway, Showdown, Hunt Showdown, let's talk about it. So right off the bat, the PlayStation 4 version and the Xbox One version will no longer work from August 15th when they update the game. There's sunsetting on those consoles and you cannot play it anymore. So if you are an owner of Hunt Showdown on those platforms, you might lose access unless you have a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series S or X, in which case you can upgrade for free, which is great. But kind of sad if you haven't got the new console yet, but hey, it's probably time. It's been like 4 years, so come on. Now with the new launch on August 15th, it comes with a new name, Hunt Showdown 1896, and it comes with a new map called Mammon's Gulch. Now this map is described as being between two mountain areas connected by dark, winding mines. The mines in Mammon's Gulch are flush of accessibility, featuring loads of different entrances and shortcuts for those who are brave enough to enter. Mammon's Gulch is separated by train tracks which will run across the map, giving some directions to hunters, and it will bring some stunning waterfalls, a hunting lodge, farms, and a mining town to explore. So that's how they describe the map, and I'm super excited to try it out and see the verticality really coming into play there. So besides the new map, there's been some gameplay changes and improvements. Namely, the first one I'm going to mention, they do like these developer insight videos, which are really worth checking out as they go into this in much more detail, but as a quick overview, so we now have weekly challenges that are in sets, and you can actually finally see the progress of the challenges you're wanting to track in game. No more guessing and hoping for the best and trying to track it yourself before you extract. That's now in the game properly. There's been improvements to traps as well, where you can place them a bit better and try out some kind of new angles and different places you can put them, and it looks pretty insane. And doors, if you open a door and it hits a trap, it will actually set it off now, which is really cool. So that's going to be some really interesting kind of setups you can do with traps now. The resupplies on the map, they're no longer limited to 2 uses. You can go up and use it now. You always get at least 1 heal out of it. They say you can always get 1 heal. I don't know if that's like the cap, but they say you will definitely always be able to get at least 1 heal out of it. So whether you can use it more than once, I don't know, but it says so far that no more restricting to 2 uses for everyone. It's just now you can at least always use it if you find it. They've also changed bodies now, so when you loot them, well, everyone can now loot them. As long as they've not been burnt, you can loot them. And if you have the vulture perk, that's been changed slightly to have a bit more reward to it as well, so that's worth checking out. Besides that, the iron sights have been given another pass. They've been improved to be a bit more visually clear, less stuff in the way and obstructing your view, so you can see a bit better across the board with iron sights. And the big one, which should be really good for the new map, is fall damage has been completely reworked to be more consistent, reliable, and just actually work, because it was very inconsistent before. You'd get different damages for different heights. When you take less damage from a bigger height than you would from a smaller height sometimes. It was really bizarre, but that's apparently now been fixed for the new map as well, and that's also coming on the August patch and update. Now, if you like your technical stuff, this is where it gets great for me. So this is the kind of thing I love. So the reason as well why it doesn't work on PlayStation 4 anymore or the Xbox One consoles, it's now moving over to CryEngine 5.11. So there was a developer insight video from Scott Peter, who's the principal engine programmer for CryEngine, and he kind of breaks down a little bit what they've got going on for this update. So CryEngine 5.11, and that means improved visuals, performance upgrades, and audio upgrades. So with the visual enhancements, we're getting improved textures, lighting, and animation. And Scott Peter says that there's a new light cache system, and it also has specular tracing for multi-bounce global illumination. Whatever that means. Well, what it basically means is that it has high quality lighting with better realism and depth, with deeper darkness is what I've written in my notepad. I don't know where that deeper dark, what does that even mean? But apparently it means you get better light bouncing around to get better lighting, so it's not just completely dark, but you get better lighting, and then the areas that are dark will be kind of deeper darker, whatever that means, deeper darkness. With this it also comes improved character models. He particularly highlights that the beards get better definition with the lighting and stuff, and the water and rivers have also had a bit of a passover to give them improved flow, turbulence and foam, which apparently makes for better realism, which is great. They've also upgraded to DLS 2.3.1 and FSR 2.1.2, which means better performance, higher frame rates, sharper detail and just better visuals all round, which is great to hear as well. And now for the consoles. So the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X are getting glorious 4K 60 FPS, or the Xbox Series S gets 2K 60 FPS, which is still pretty good for baby bro. Anyway, all of them will have HDR support as well, which is great, and they also utilise direct storage, which means better load time. So I think direct storage is the Xbox and Microsoft on PC thing. I don't know what the equivalent name is for PlayStation, but faster load times basically with the SSD and stuff like that, which is great. They're also working on some controller latency improvements with improved frame pacing and NVIDIA reflex integration. So hopefully that means more responsive controls, which is always great, especially with higher frame rates and such. And if you did play it on the PlayStation 5 or PS4 even, but if you played the PS4 version, you probably noticed on console it's quite blurry, it was quite low resolution. I found it to be a really awful experience. On PC obviously fine, perfect, but well, with some performance issues here and there, especially at launch obviously, but on console now it shouldn't be blurry anymore. That's the main thing. It's like unplayable for me on console. It's just too damn blurry for a game that relies heavily on spotting fine detail. So great to hear this can have native 4K and 60 FPS now on PlayStation and Xbox Series X. So that's fantastic news. And more great news for the audiophiles out there. So with CryEngine 5.11, they have improved cryspatial audio technology, which they've modified the sound mix on as well, apparently, to improve things a lot more. And they've added a kind of new audio slapback echo system. This, if you don't know what that is, it basically means you fire a gunshot, the sound of the shot kind of echoes back at you. If it hits, like a brick wall or something, it will echo back at you. They call it audio slapback echo. And they've, as I said, they've refined the audio mix to improve things as well. So this will mean it has better sound clarity and definition. And for headphone users, rejoice, it has Dolby Atmos, and it has, for Xbox and PC, it now has Microsoft Sonic for headphones support. And if you're on PlayStation, it has the new Tempest 3D audio, which is awesome. So for audio people out there, especially for this game, audio is so important. So it's great to hear they've really worked on the audio for this game as well. And now, lastly, for this video, UI changes are coming. So with the old, anyone who played on console, the old UI was quite rubbish. It was, you basically controlled a virtual cursor with a joystick. It was bloody awful. But rejoice, that's now gone. Proper D-pad navigation and start and tabs and shoulder buttons, all that stuff, it's now done properly. Not a dodgy, crappy port from the PC. Thank goodness for that. With the new UI, they are removing some features which some players might be upset about, but a quick rundown is they're removing quest lines. They've apparently not been used since spring last year, so they're getting rid of those in favour of more events and battle pass kind of things which have taken over in the last sort of year anyway. The library is also being removed, so like mastery tracking, things like that, that's gone for now, but they are working on a new version, but it won't be there for launch in August, but it is coming later, so that's kind of a bad thing, but at least they're bringing a new one back. Hopefully it's good. Another one is no more trials mode. That's going to be removed because apparently the engagement is extremely low, and apparently the data suggested today that it even made players quit the game. So they've quit on the mode. It's gone. No more trials mode. And finally, the black market has been removed in favour of just adding the discounts into the normal store page to make it all one place rather than spread around and too many different menus and screens all over the place. So they've simplified a lot and reworked it to be a bit more friendly for controllers, so that's good. They've simplified the recruitment as well for hunters, so generally they've just tried to give it a big pass over, simplify it, make it better for new coming players, which obviously this update is the main focus of, bringing the game back to life, get players returning again, get new players in on console. Hunt Showdown 2 Electric Boogaloo confirmed. That's that. think. I still don't know what Deeper Darkness means, but hopefully that makes some sense to you. But yeah, so Hunt Showdown 1896. It's launching August 15th on the next-gen consoles. I suppose they're now current-gen, really. So Xbox Series and PS5. August 15th. Many improvements, a new map. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm buzzing. I've not played this game for a good while now, probably a good year and a half, maybe. So I'm looking forward to diving back into it with some friends, just kind of giving it another go, really, and seeing what they've done, how it's improved over the years. And so I really love the game. I just teed off over the years of other stuff coming out, but it's back, I hope. Stay tuned for more. If you want to see some videos on that when it comes out, I'll be playing it. I'll be live streaming it probably as well. So if you want to catch me playing some Hunt Showdown, drop a like and subscribe. Then you can catch me playing it live and get my thoughts as I'm playing it. Otherwise, look out for the video. I'm really excited for this. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Have you played Hunt Showdown recently? What's your thoughts? Are you an old gen console now being left behind and kind of feeling a bit burnt about it? What's your thoughts? Let's get a new console. But generally, I'd love to know your thoughts on this and your excitement for the game. Let's get it hyped up. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one and the Scorched Earth event when it launches August 15th. See you there. And I apologise again for the sweatiness and the ginger hair it looks like now because of the sweat and the lights. It's horrendous. I'm going to get some air now. Goodbye.